So we're doing some example scrambles here. I go to qq.net, which has a domino scramble generator, give myself a random domino scramble, and then I'm just going to find the corner, so all the possible corner skeletons that I can get from that using the Hyper-Parity maze. So I'm doing this without the maze in front of me, but I just draw it for myself like this. So that's 0, 1, 2 away from solved for UD, 0, 1, 2, 3 away from solved for FB. So what I have here is the UD stickers are solved. The FB stickers are 2 away from solved. If I do a half turn, I got the bars like that. So I'm right here. So I'm going to either need 2 or 3 depending on parity. My parity is cycle. I have a 2 cycle, 1, 2, and then I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 plus 5, that's odd. So there are two 3-move solutions starting from there. The first one is the one that goes up like this, 1, 2, 3. And the second one is the one that goes like this, 1, 2, 3. So let's see what those look like. So here, this one starts by the UD stickers going into slashes. So it's going to be a U2, U2 R2, but let me just check the the wide moves. So R2 this way, that forms a pair, so I'm going to protect that. So U2 L2, and then a U. But the next move, I need my bad stickers to be in the slashes configuration, so it's actually going to be a U prime, and then I want F2, that forms 2 pairs, so that's good, and then a U again. Now I need to bring all the red stickers to the top, so it would be R2, R2, U2. Looks like I'm going to have to break a pair, so let me try this as a U prime. So U prime, now I can do R2, U2, B2, and form some more pairs. So R2, U2, B2, and then U prime. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, I have, and what's my solution? I have 1, 2 to 3E, and that's 2E, 3E, 2E plus the E slice. I'm ignoring the E slice now. So that's one corner skeleton. U, B2, U2, R2, U, F2, U, L2, U2. All right, the next one is going to proceed by starting by solving the U slices. So that's going to be either an F or B. So F or B. B forms a pair, so B2. U, always U. Now this is going to be bring the reds into slashes again. So I will say R2. That's 2 pairs, so that's good. U. Now another R2, U2, F2. So anything that looks good here, I'll just do L2, L2, U2, F2. U prime, let's say U, and then there I'm solved, L2. U2, D2, which I can cancel later. So without those U2, D2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is going to be 9, 2. What do my edges look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5E. Very similar. Let's check the inverses for fun. So here I am looking at the inverse scramble. So the inverse is always going to require the same number of quarter turns, but it won't be in the same configuration. So if I look at my UD stickers now, you see my UDs are 2 away, and my FB stickers are 1 away. So that is this state here. And odd solution is going to be 1, 2, 3. And there's going to be 2 ways to do that, but let's do the, so the straightforward one, this is just going to be a U-turn. So let's do U. To align these, I do R2, U2, F2. So that's a pair, R2, U2, F2 looks okay. What about wide? And I'll just do R2, U2, F2. And now I should be ready to solve. That's U, F2, U, U, F2, U prime. I guess I'll do U anyway. Because now I'm just going to solve this. So that's going to be like B2, R2. I do get confused here. Anyway, my corners are in HDR. B2, R2, no, B2, U2. This is B2, sorry, L2, L2, B2. Yeah, I messed my pairs up. Anyway, this one doesn't seem to be easier, but what the heck? This is another path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. And this is my pairs. My edges are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2E, 3, 4E. So that's not the one I would look at, but let's go. I think that was an R2, wasn't it? B2, R2, U2. This is the other one. So the other actual, it's possible for me to actually do an R2 to begin with, R2 or L2, whichever. L2 makes a pair, so this is going to be, see how there were 2 solutions here? That this is the second solution here. It's going to start with an L2 and then a U, and then it's going to be R2, U2. We'll do B2. And then we are U, L2, U, U, F2, L2. And that's my corners, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4E, 2E, 2E, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 10. So of these, yeah, these are the most promising ones, so I would go back to those and start filling around with being more serious about solving edges. Now let's just look at see what good old Nissi gives us as the optimal solution. So Nissi's solution here, this is just for information here, L2, U2, L2, F2, B2, U, B2, L2, D prime, B2, U2, F2, R2, D. Now let's see how that maps. So L2, U2, L2, F2, B2. So my UDs are in slashes. So basically, I formed a bunch of pairs. There's a 2 by 2. There's a pair. There's a pair. So I did a bunch of half turns to form pairs, and then I did a U. So I'm following this path. Then what is it? B2, L2, right? B2, L2. So B2, L2. So notice that I could have formed the corners the way I wanted to. All I needed to do to solve the corners was an L2, but that broke this pair. So we do this does a B2, L2 first. B2, L2, what is it? D prime. And now I do this B2. I bring them all together. B2, R2. D. So that's the solution with some extra half turns inserted along the way.